everyone, this is Jay a Little here, and today I actually just recently got a key to be able to play the Witch's Gaze, the Vanishing Village. So that's really exciting. So thank you so much, Witch's Gaze devs, for being also very kind enough to be able to provide me a key to play this also very unique and fascinating looking game of yours. But yeah, so this basically just appears to be a bit of a detective visual novel game where we get to play as a witch who has who especially seems to have a cute little kitty cat familiar who like helps you solve clues and find out the mystery a bit more about what's going on. So yeah, without further ado, let's just dive right in. Yuki. Ah, Slava. Oh, that must be the witch we're playing as. Finally. For years, I've studied witchcraft, herbalism, and potion craft under the renowned Baba Yaga. Ah, nice. And another thing I forgot to mention, this is actually supposed to be a bit of a Slavic visual novel. So yeah, that's really interesting. Got to learn more about the area and about their culture and whatnot through this as well. So yeah. My mentor sent me to investigate Rinieri? Or Winery? Rinieri. I guess we could call it that for now. A village that suddenly felt completely silent. She couldn't see it in her scrying mirror, so she sent me instead. And if I succeeded, it would mark the end of my apprenticeship. I never imagined I'd be sent on a solo mission. Murmur! Hey! Oh my goodness! Oh, look at you, little Murmur! Oh my goodness, he's so cute! The cute little whiskers and the bell collar and all those really colorful mists that's going on around him. And we look so cute too! Oh my goodness, I love our character's outfits so much. And I know I definitely tend to say that a lot in most games like this I play, but oh my goodness, like the art in this game so far is so very beautiful. Well, not exactly solo. I heard all of that, you know. Well, and once again, I have to play babysitter. Oh, nice. Alrighty. So it looks like we get to choose some choices. So see, you're right. Come on, it's not that bad. Or isn't it your job? I guess for now we could go with you're right. You're right. I need to focus. I can't let Yaga down. Yes, and maybe then she'd lift the curse, and I'd finally be free again. Oh? If I had it my way. Oh my, here he goes again. I'd be living in luxury somewhere warm. Or never. Or never ever would I touch Yaga's grimoire. And I know better than to accept that devilish contract. Oh my goodness. You promised to tell me the full story one day, remember? I remember, but for now let's focus on the task at hand, shall we? Something made them both pause as they approached Winieri village. I'm so sorry for butchering that, everyone. I'll definitely make sure to try and keep practice saying that word. The sensation was almost electric, buzzing faintly in the air. The village itself was eerily silent, as if all sound had been completely swallowed by the stillness. Do you feel that? Yes, wait here. Hey, I can do that too. And the cat moved forward, sniffing the air and scanning his surroundings. I sensed magic, with a subtle undertone. Like ash? It could be, but... Oh! Murmur jumped, his tail puffed up like a bottle brush. Aww. Whenever I see that happening to cats, I just, really want to try and pet their tails as much as possible so, it can be nice and smooth once again. Sambor, who are you? I'm Slava, an apprentice witch, at your service. There is something about the word witch that unsettled Sambor. A witch? Is that a problem? Murmur stepped forward. Yeah, is that a problem? Go on, Murmur. Back Slava up as much as you can. And a talking cat? Sombor looked mortified. Sir, we're here on a serious investigation and... Okay, Sombor interrupted. And if you're not willing to help... Okay, I'll do whatever I can. Oh? What? I was gone for a couple of hours, just got back, and the whole village was gone. Just like that, everyone, as if they vanished with a snap of the fingers, without a trace. My family. Sombor's voice broke, his composure crumbling as he reached out to Slava, summoning all his strength. Aw, poor guy, he just wants to see his family again. Don't worry, that's why we're here. Exactly. Murmur glanced suspiciously at the man. If you help me find my family, then you can even be Velis himself. I don't care. You're lucky we're not. He's so boring. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love Murmur so much already. But let's see. Hush him. We're not boring at all. Yeah, let's reassure the man. Hey, like, you know, we still got some interesting things. We got some interesting things and stories to tell you. Or like you'd ever met Velis. Or we could also choose a more snappy route. But I guess for now we can say, yeah, we're not boring at all. You won't regret meeting us. Absolutely not. What could possibly go wrong when you're with a witch and a talking cat? Anyway, are you coming with us? Of course, I can't sit still with my people while my people are in danger. The more the merrier. Oh, this is a really pretty looking village. I just really love how the art style in the background looks so soft and it just really has a nice contrast with the art style of the sprites as well, which I really like to see. The unlikely trio stepped into the village. The air felt colder, heavier. The once lively settlement was eerily silent, its houses dark and empty. A fog seemed to cling to their senses. Slava soon noticed anti-witch amulets hanging over some of the doors. These charms were said to protect against the witch's gaze, though Slava knew it was nothing more than a clever seller's pitch. And us, of course, playing as a witch, would definitely know all of these little details pretty well, I guess. Let's see, don't ask, or a joke about the amulets. Well, I'm not really particularly sure joking about the amulets might be the appropriate thing to do at the time, but let's see, or ask Sambor about the amulets. Yeah, let's ask him. Apparently, your village isn't fond of witches. Sambor looked embarrassed. It's complicated. Don't you have an herbalist here? We do. She's like a grumpy auntie, but she was always there when someone was sick. Even though your people hate her? Hate? No, I mean, yes, I mean, uh-oh, we got him in a corner. Dola helped us so many times, and I'm grateful, but not everyone here is so open-minded. Open-minded? I always tried to help Dola when there was trouble. Does it change anything? Will you help? We were sent to help, and we will, no matter what your people think. Exactly. Because that's what real witches do. They help. The silence was deafening. Well, this is awkward. What would Yaga do? Alright, let's go to the inn. Surely we'll find something there. You're right, the innkeeper usually knows everything around here, so maybe we'll find a clue. Ooh, nice! And thus let the investigation begin. Sambor went ahead. An inn? Shouldn't we go to the herbalist first? Let's see. I have a reason, or trust me, or no, but we have to act. Let's see. I guess for now we can say, I have a reason. If they don't trust witches, it might be smarter to check other places first. You might be right. I would just love to get to know Murmur's backstory so much. The inn looked frozen in time. Platters of food, still steaming, and candles burning with unwavering flames cast an eerie and unnatural glow. The air itself seemed heavy, charged with an unsettling magic. Huh. The main hall appeared as though the people had vanished in the middle of a late breakfast. Plates and cups sat untouched, and the polished bar gleamed, with a single glass and a cloth left behind, as if the innkeeper had merely stepped away and could return at any moment. Toward the back, a side room stood with its door slightly ajar. Oh wow. The inn was eerily still. Where shall we look? Okay, let's see. Let me put my little handy-dandy detective cap on real quick. Let's see. We could check the bar, or we could look around the main hall, or we could also have a look at the side room. Let's see. Maybe for now we can try and look around the side room, see what might be around there. The side room felt like a blend between an office and a private dining area reserved for special guests. A sturdy wooden table surrounded by several chairs stood atop a rich, deep-hued carpet. Papers cluttered the table and spilled onto the floor. The furnishings and decor seemed out of place, as if this room didn't belong to the inn at all. What kind of people used to come here? Jan had an agreement with our lord. Sometimes he hosted guests here, other times he just spent time alone. What kind of guests? Lately, mostly poor nobles. Before that, some odd, rugged vagabonds. Vagabonds. Whatever our lord had going on, I stayed out of it. My mother used to say, sticking your nose in noble folks' business is a sure way to find trouble. Which, yeah, is definitely pretty fair. Mjolnir gave him a long, thoughtful glance. I think your mother was a very smart woman. Why? Well, I knew someone who got tangled up in intrigues. Before he realized what was happening, he had to run. And how did it end? He was first... I guess, starting to think about it, I'm not really quite sure why, as to why I'm kind of giving him as cute of a voice as I am, but I just kind of continue going along with it, because it's kind of cute. He was forced to turn to bandagry, and then he died, in a way. Oh. Whatever. We've got a job to do, right? Right. I won't be much help here. I'll go look around. Want to talk? No. Alright, but I'm here if you need me. Oh my goodness, given of course, if this was another set of circumstances, this would just make for such like a neat little mini library though. It really would. I know, thank you. The papers scattered around the room were disappointingly mundane. Tax records, bits of poetry, and even a few attempts at philosophy. Look at this. We, the highborn, must be the protectors of lesser minds, incapable of fully perceiving the world. Nobles are nobles. Nothing ever changes under the sun. I'm starting to miss our chicken-legged hut. Oh, nice! So they have a chicken-legged hut as well. Oh, okay, which kind of reminds me a bit of, what was that one really popular witch game that came out recently? I'm actually currently blanking on it at the moment. But I'll definitely make sure to post a bit of a picture on the screen once I think of the name of it. I have to agree with you there. Anyway, I don't think we'll find much here. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Sombor. I'm truly not giving your scream justice, but we're going with it. Help! What is that? Be gone! Be gone, foul demon. Sombor. What happened? I think I saw a demon. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I was really joking before too. Over there. Sombor pointed to an ornate cupboard, its strange shadow stretching unnaturally across the room. Oh, but what if I just wanted to be your friend though? Are you sure? I swear. Such a big guy, scared of a little shadow? A bear I could fight, but a demon or an up here? No thank you. I have a family to live for. I'll leave the supernatural stuff to you. Fair enough, fair enough. The inn was eerily still. Where shall we look? Let's see, maybe possibly the bar next? Old Jan kept his best ale for important people, but he wasn't so bad. He gifted me some, along with herbs, when my daughter was born. Aww. And he needed more of that? Under the bar, there's a box filled with anti-witch amulets. I guess so. What's that? A book? He kept a record of who owed him money and how much. Looks like that wasn't all he wrote down. Oh? I didn't think witches could read. Hey now, excuse me. Witches are also very smart and knowledgeable people as well. that can do all kinds of things, including like reading and writing. Thank you, thank you. But let's see. We have to, or this much you don't know about me, true. Or it's not a supernatural skill. I guess for now we can go with this one. Witches are full of surprises, you know. One day they give you a potion, the next they turn you into a frog. A frog? Preposterous. Don't worry, she can't do that. Yet. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to like the Murmur even more and more. So, what's written here? This month, Jan ordered more wine, the expensive kind. A more important guest, perhaps? Then he wrote, need new floorboards. And then, order more wine before it runs out. Cursed nobles. So there was indeed someone important. Who drank a lot. Sombor, have you seen anyone recently? No, but to be honest, I live on the other side of the village. Haven't been to the inn in about 2 weeks. And the floor here looks fine to me. Let's move on. Okay, so I guess last but certainly not least, the main hall. The main hall looked like many others across the country. Its wooden floorboards were worn with use and age, and the lingering smell of food hung in the air, stubbornly refusing to fade. Murmur sniffed at one of the plates. It almost smells normal, but that ash-like scent is here too. Did you ever see or smell anything like this while serving Yaga? Foul magic can leave a scent like this, that's basic knowledge, but stopping time completely? Not really. Although one of Yaga's stories is coming to mind. The one with the mice and the tower on the lake? No, not that one. Ugh, I can't remember it now. No worry, Murmur. No worry, it'll come to you eventually. The three of them continue searching the hall for several more minutes. What is this? Salva knelt down, examining a crescent-shaped mark on the floor. Curious. I think I saw something similar when we came in. It's just a floor mark. I'm not so sure. It's emanating something strange. I can't feel anything. That's because you have 0 magic sensitivity. Aw, poor Sombor, getting all defensive, saying, I am sensitive. Aw, it's okay, Sombor, it's okay, we know. Not in the magical sense. Guys, let's move on. Thank you, Sava. So far, we found very little information. Well, we know the innkeeper doesn't like witches. That's strange, actually. Up until last year, Jan was quite friendly with our herbalist. What changed? No one knows. Their friendship just ended. Let's go outside. Whatever curse is at work here, it's less irritating in the fresh air. Much better. Maybe those amulets really do work after all. Oh no, should I toss them away? You would? Murmur grinned. Yes, Sombor, please. Grab all that you can, then just throw it across the river. Please do. I'm sure it'll help our investigation. Absolutely. Sombor paused, then laughed. You won't fool me, Furball. It was worth a try. Guys, focus. I think we should head to the herbalist's house. We still have no idea what exactly happened here. Let's go then. Alright. The herbalist's house didn't stand out from the other homes, except for the lush herb garden tucked beside it. Inside, the air was thick with the rich scent of dried herbs and the lingering aroma of incense. Bundles of plants hung from the ceiling, casting soft shadows in the dim light. I've never been here. I thought it would be more... a cult? Full of dark magic? Yes, maybe a familiar in the corner, or a broom moving on its own. Or a cage for a kidnapped child. Oh no. Very funny for a cat. Ah. Come on, Sunbar, you can definitely lighten up a little. And he wasn't always a cat. That's right, I was so handsome they had to contain it all in this little form. Aw, oh my goodness. He definitely kinda, in a way reminds me a lot of Binks from Hocus Pocus. Against the side wall stood a cupboard that must have been the herbalist's pantry, its shelves filled with jars and bundles of dried plants. Near the window, a journal lay open, and on the side work table, an unfinished wreath. Okay, so... let's see... maybe we can possibly check the journal? Cause that seems it could possibly hold something important. In the journal, Dola had written extensively about her current orders, who was in pain, and how she could help them. Occasionally, she complained about the overwhelming workload, noting how much she could use some assistance. At some point, she began commenting on a shift in the villagers' attitudes, and near the end, there were even threats mentioned. Oh, jeez. Who would threaten her? Maybe Wilk, but I don't think he'd actually do something like that. You'd be surprised at what humans are capable of when the time comes. Maybe. I'll make sure to teach my daughter and the other kids respect, not behavior like that. That's not all. Near the end, Dola mentioned seeing a lot of little devils, or Beezy. Beezy or Biazy? I guess we can go with Beezy for now, as they're called around here, circling the village. She felt something was bound to happen and wanted to be prepared. Busy. They usually work alone. This is interesting. The innkeeper is unusually stressed. Could this be related to Lord Twardowski's guess? She didn't write much more, just get the theme from the Rusalka. Not very helpful. What is this thing? Against the side wall stood a cupboard that must have been the herbalist's pantry, its shelves filled with jars. Oh, okay. I guess for now maybe we could check the cupboard? On the side stood a simple cupboard stocked with jars and vials, while bundles of herbs hung from the ceiling. Shattered glass was scattered across the floor. Looks like it broke just before time stopped. The reagents have partially soaked into the floor. Murmur sniffed at the mixture. It's, rosemary, chamomile, silverleaf, and something I can't quite place. Neat. Thank you, Soundboard, thank you. I know, Murmur is definitely quite the cool kitty cat. Murmur seemed pleased with the praise. I know a few balms and potions that use these ingredients, but without a precise recipe, it could be anything. Arthritis balm, digestion infusions, even a protection from evil's potion. That's a good point. I think she's been visiting old Baba's house a lot recently. Ostatnio? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, but I'm definitely gonna kinda be butchering that quite badly. Pausgrekalo Judge Pausmokno? That would mean arthritis balm. Do you remember anything else? Not really. Look over here. Miyamura carefully stepped over the broken glass. There are those crescent markings on the floor, just like the ones at the inn. Strange. I might have an idea. Could it possibly be some kind of crescent moon cult? Maybe we'll find more clues. Alrighty, yep, sounds good. So, for now, I'll simply go ahead and check the work table real quick. On the work table sat an unfinished project, a bundle of willow twigs, some carefully braided, alongside a scattering of herbs, a pinch of salt, and a carafe of moon water. The task had clearly been abandoned mid-process. I'm not sure about that. Willow to make a framework with a spell woven into it alongside magical ingredients. This isn't your usual simple stick witch signs. It's something she invented to suit her needs and circumstances, but I see there's an empty space, as if she didn't have the last ingredient. I think you're right. Yaga told me once that even when I know all the basics, as long as I respect the craft, I will be able to explore and invent as it suits me. I think that's what she did here. Could she be afraid of something? Let's see. She could be. Otherwise, she wouldn't prepare the wreath. I wish she finished this wreath on time. Then maybe she could tell us herself what's going on here. You traveled a lot before, Murmur. Do you remember anything that could be of use to us? Not really. I wasn't really involved much with magic while I was still human. Was it painful? Oh my goodness, soundboard. Was it painful to turn into a cat? No, it was terrifying. My entire life changed. My body changed. Eventually I got used to it, but I missed some parts of my old life. Like? The city. That one girl who sold apples on the corner of Butcher Street. The lilacs near the church. Seems like simpler times. Murmur sighed and became serious. Unlikely for him. Aw, I miss it. Aw, poor Murmur. To make up for that, I give you lots of head pats. Yes. How old were you then? I was in my teens, long before I mean my friend, was cast away from the city for something he didn't do, and all his life fell apart. Poor lad. But hey, it's alright now. We better help the people over here, shall we? What are your thoughts? She wrote something about little devils sneaking around. Could they leave crescent marks on the floor? They have hooves, so it's possible, but usually they don't just kidnap people. Alrighty. So that's definitely pretty interesting that these little devils actually tend to have hooves. That which definitely makes me really wonder as to how they might look with the rest of their features. And that would mean something was brewing here, like she wrote in the journal. Also, she was already preparing for something, as you said. It's a pity she didn't finish the wreath on time. She could give us more answers. I have an idea. Is there a crystal clean lake around? Yes, it is. Why? I think that's where we can find more answers. She missed something that only a Rusalka could give her. They might know something more. And also, water demons gossip like crazy. Exactly. Won't they, kidnap me? Aw. No, you're not their type. Why? I hate to admit it, but you seem to be a good man. A Rusalka would rather eat someone less paprani as makes them taste better. Phew, good. I just love how innocent Sombor seems in this game. The lake was quite a distance from the village of Winieri. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that sounds closer to how it actually might sound. A narrow path, worn down by forest animals, led to its shore. The pristine water reflected the rays of sunlight, shimmering like glass. It felt as though you had suddenly stepped into an entirely different world. How are we gonna summon this Rusalka? I'm not sure. Oh, M? Let me take care of this. Oh, that must have been for Murmur. So I guess his name kinda didn't really quite fully register in the title box there, but yeah, that's alright though. Let's see. Okay, so we could call for Rusalka, or sing Rusalka, nice lovely tune, or throw a rock into the water and then call. Well, I guess it might be definitely pretty interesting to see what happens if we might try to sing to them. Salva's voice barely carried across the lake. The love song about weaving wreaths, the only one she could recall at the moment, was hardly fitting for this occasion. Oh no! The Rusalka emerged from the lake with an angry splash. Oh no, so sorry, Rusalka! Sending a wave that drenched Slava. Oh my goodness! Oh, she's just so very beautiful though. Oh my goodness. And luckily, her hair seems to be covering all the appropriate parts, so that's that's definitely pretty good to see. Please don't ever sing, or at least go take some lessons. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll definitely make sure to work on my singing voice. Where is Dola? She promised me some. Oh, that's Rusalka talking. Where is Dola? She promised me something delightful. Please tell me it's not these two. The human reeks of goodness, and the furry one, ugh, not good. Lost a scraps of flavor 2 years ago. Aww. Mir appeared visibly shocked. What do you mean? You paid your penance, haven't you? 2 years ago? I suppose I'll need to bring this up with Baba Yaga, carefully. Have you seen Dola, the herbalist, recently? The Rusalka paused, lost in thought. A few days ago, but she was supposed to come today. What does she want from you? My hair. She thought it might work as a repellent against lesser devils. Somehow, they don't like us. What happened to her? The entire village is gone, as if someone put a curse on the place. Oh no! Will you help us? I might, but my code demands you pay me with something nice first. This strong lad is not tasty at all, but I and my sisters are so famished. Give him to us and we'll drag him into the depths. Okay, is there possibly a little bit of a nicer, more safer thing we can give you? That, won't cause any kind of, people's demise? You can't be serious. If that's what it takes, I must have my wife and little girl back. No, don't. Take me then. Or, I don't know, I could talk to Baba Yaga on your behalf. Rusalka laughed. I was testing you, and little cat, don't worry, we wouldn't eat you. My sisters still remember how you protected one of us while you were still human. Aww. The truth is, Dola is my friend and I want her back. Listen carefully then. We didn't see anything, but the little devils have been unusually agitated lately. They whispered about their lord's arrival, poor things, and frantically tried to clean up their messes. Can you imagine? Their lord did arrive, but he didn't stop here. I believe he came from the crossroads and went straight into the village. A nobleman was visiting our lord not long ago. That wouldn't be unusual. Beezy loved to dress up as humans when doing business with them. Maybe, I don't care. But if that lord of yours had come to the lake, oh, his scent is divine. How so? Are you talking about his father? He was a real gem. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief when he passed away recently. Maybe. Most humans look alike to me, but I think the young lord's scent also had that undertone we enjoy. If he's ripened, oh, he'd be utterly delicious. Nobles usually are. Thank you. I wish I could be more helpful. When you find Dola, tell her to visit me. The Rusalka leapt back into the lake. What do you think? I'm just glad she didn't eat me. I don't like this. Nobles are always bad news. One moment they act like your best friend, claiming to help, and the next, they stab you in the back. The only noble around here is our lord. His family name is Twardowski. Twardowski. Wasn't his father a quartermaster in the army? A difficult man, from what I've heard. It looks like we have no other choice. We have to check if he was taken as well. I'll show you the way. Have you been there before? No, that's well beyond my place. I've never had any reason to go there. He never asked too much of us, unlike some lords around here, and he didn't meddle in our daily lives. Alrighty. So, I guess we shall continue on with the mystery and go to Twardowski's manor. Mjolnir wasn't himself. His ears drooped, and his gaze was distant, lost in thought. Are you alright? Not really. Listen, man, sounds like you need to get this off your chest. Normally, I'd say let's grab a beer or two, but, well, you're a cat now, so that's not really an option. I agree, it's time, Murmur. You should tell us everything. You'll feel better. There's not much to tell, and I'd have to start from the beginning. I took one job too many. A shady gentleman promised me a hefty reward for stealing a little trinket from an old lady. Not just money, but also a chance to clear my name. I thought I could get my old life back. What he didn't tell me was that the old lady was Baba Yaga, and the trinket was her spell book. She caught me in a trap, and, well, the rest is history. She said I'd remain a cat until the day I fully atoned for my wrongdoings. It's been 10 years, and now the Rasulka says I've already paid my debts. If that's true, then why hasn't Yaga lifted the curse? Maybe she's planning to do it after my apprenticeship? I wouldn't be so sure. I don't know what to say, but when we find everyone, you can come visit. My wife will have some nice fish for you. Aww. Sambor's voice broke, and tears welled up in his eyes. Oh no, the poor guy. And my little girl will stick to your side because she loves animals. Thank you. We'll find them. How old is she? 4 this year. Aww. I wish there were more people like you two. It's just like the village, so quiet. Oh my goodness, even the manor and the gate, it's just so very beautiful. I think I can smell ash. You're right, it's even stronger here. That's not a good sign, is it? No. Let's take a closer look. The manor and its surroundings were eerily quiet. The owner clearly hadn't taken much care of the place. Some of the buildings showed signs of neglect, and the English garden was slowly being overtaken by nature. Alrighty, and with that, I think that might be definitely a pretty good place to end part 1 of this Let's Play so far. But yeah, I just really love everything about how unique this visual novel is so far. I really love the Slavic folklore that we have been getting some touches of, and I really love our witch character we get to play as and her personality. And I especially love her familiar Murmur as well. He's just so funny and lovable, and he definitely seems like a pretty kind kitty cat. But yeah, and this mystery story that the game is currently telling is also like really interesting and captivating. Just, want to make you keep playing and learn more and more about what happened to everyone in the town around here. It kind of seems almost some case of Spirited Away. At least that's kind of like the vibes I get from playing this so far. But yeah, so if you happen to like this video of mine, then feel free to give this game a nice little wish list, and possibly check your game out for yourselves as well, because it really does help the devs. And if you happen to like this Let's Play of mine, then feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. And until next time, this has been Jay Little, peacing out. Take care, little rosebuds!